Hello everybody, hello, and welcome back into Mama Angel's kitchen. It's Sunday afternoon and we're getting ready to make a boneless country style ribs and coleslaw. But I'm just going to start out with marinating the meat. We're going to marinate this meat first, and I'm going to show you how I do this marinade. And then I'm going to let it marinate for a couple of hours up to overnight, depending on how the rest of my day go. I may come back later and cook this today. If not, then we'll finish it tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get this meat marinated. I'll show you, be right back. All right, here is our beautiful meat. Like I said, there's 4 of them, and they are just gorgeous. So they're washed and ready to go, okay? We're going to... I've got 1/2 an onion here, and I'm gonna chop it up into big chunks, just like that, okay? Maybe just a tad bit more. And then I've got 2 garlic cloves here. Just gonna chop them in half. Let's see, trying to make sure I'm on camera here. Chop them in half like that. And I've got a little jalapeno who's definitely ready to be used or tossed, so I choose to use them. And don't necessarily need the jalapeno for this marinade. This marinade is called onion and garlic milk, okay? And you just take it and put it in a food processor. And I've got my little mini one here. Turn it around so you can see. And I'm just gonna drop, oh, and I'm sorry, I've got a nice little knob of ginger here too. And what I'm going to do with that ginger is, let's see, give it, you know, a little bit of a chop like that. And I don't know if I'll put all that in there. I may just go with the smaller pieces. Okay, let's bring this back into play and go ahead and get these. May need to break that down just a little bit more. Okay. Everybody down in there. Beautiful, beautiful. This, guys, is so tasty, let me tell you. Okay, let's get that garlic on down in there. And I want all my onion, every bit of that onion. Okay, and I am just going to use 2 of the smaller pieces of ginger. I don't want the ginger flavor overwhelming. Well, yeah, there we go. That's 2. Okay. Let me put this on. Let's see. There we go. And then you just let it go. All right. I'll be back once I get it all milked up. You guys didn't tell me. I forgot to put the jalapeno in there. Jalapeno in. In you go. Let me scrape the sides down a little bit. Let's get that down in there. But I tell you, it just, you want to go ahead and blend this till it is completely, almost liquefied, okay? There we go. Oh my goodness, guys. I thought I was recording when I got the milk done and poured it over the meat, but I wasn't. I wasn't recording at all. So, all right. This is what that milk looks like when it's done. Okay? It really does. It turns to a nice mush. Okay? And I just poured that right over this meat, and I've used my hand to massage it in. Okay? That's it. All right? Now I'm going to put a plastic wrap over this, and I'm going to marinate this in the refrigerator for a couple of hours up to overnight, okay? So when I come back, I'll have all the ingredients for the coleslaw, and then we'll get this cooked up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you, this marinade, guys, don't sleep on this one. All right, guys, I'll be back in a couple hours. All right, guys, all right. You ready? Let's go ahead and make these boneless country style ribs. And I did, and she'll actually end up waiting until the next day. Yesterday got a little crazy for me, so I wasn't able to finish up. But that just means that these are going to be so much better, okay? They have marinated overnight. I took them out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes ago. You want them to, you know, kind of come to room temperature. Of course, any of your protein like that, that's what you want. So, you know, here they are. That's what they're looking like. All right. Oh, the smell coming off of here is amazing. All right, let me show you the seasonings that we're gonna use for these here. I've got a teaspoon, I'm sorry, of each one of these. Garlic and onion powder, Sazon, Maggi Pollo, Cumin, black pepper, half a teaspoon of just regular salt. Actually, it's pink Himalayan salt is my salt of choice. Let's go ahead and mix these up. All right. All right, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take them and put them right on a aluminum foil lined baking sheet. And I'm, you know, shaking off some of the excess of the marinade, but not really worried about it, you know, because all that is, you know, onion, garlic, and a little ginger and jalapeno, so there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely not. All right, now what I'm going to do is sprinkle some of this seasoning over it, okay? And I'm going to get both sides. After I season it up, we're going to cover it up, and then it's going to go in the oven, 300 degrees for, you know, 35 to 45 minutes, okay? And then when we take it out, and we're going to do it slow, that's why 300. You can even go 275 if you want to go a little bit slower. But I'm going to do mine at 300. I think that's enough seasoning right there. And let's go ahead and get another slice of aluminum foil here. Okay. I'm going to put it tightly around it, all the way around the baking sheet, okay? So just like that. And it's gonna go in 300 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes. And then I'll tell you what we're gonna do after that. And I'll be back here in just a moment and we'll make the coleslaw. All right, guys, let's go ahead and make this coleslaw. I've got a half a head of cabbage here. I've got 2 carrots that are so ready to go. But we're going to use them up. So is the cabbage. I mean, it's been in there a few days, and so it's ready also. So that's where the coleslaw really came from. I'm like, I'm going to do these ribs, go perfectly with coleslaw, and I have everything in my refrigerator that needs to be cooked anyway to make coleslaw, okay? Then I've got, this is small yellow onion, and we're not going to use not even half of it, but I'll show you when we get there, okay? So, and then this, of course, we're going to need some mayo. I'm going to be using a little bit of garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper, and probably a little bit of sugar, okay? But we'll see when we get to that point. We got to kind of taste it. But let's go ahead and take the core out of this cabbage here. You just cut down, you know, probably not enough towards you to see, but if you just cut straight down it, come to the back, it pops right out, okay? I'm gonna take a layer of this brown off where it's set a little bit and got a little brown. And shave some of that off. And discard that. And not that there's anything wrong with it, because it's not, okay? It's just a personal thing. Same thing with potatoes when they turn brown. Nothing wrong with them. It's just a personal thing. All right, this top layer here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. wilted layer. There we go. All right, let's bring our bowl into play here. And I'm just gonna grate this cabbage right in to my bowl here, okay? Probably should have got my bigger bowl, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this work. All right, guys, let me finish this up and I'll be back and show you the next step. All right, we got our cabbage grated up. If you take a look and see, it's about half of the bowl, which is perfect, you know, absolutely perfect. Now, I'm gonna start on these carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and peel these carrots. Let me get them peeled and I'll come back and show you. I'm simply gonna grate them the same way, right on here, all right? But I'll be back. Okay, guys, same thing with the carrot, okay? And just be careful your finger, and you do the same thing, okay? All the way down. Now, if you guys have, you know, you can use a mandolin, you can use an electric chopper, which I do have one of those, but sometimes this is just easier for me. Okay, there's our carrot. Is that about a quarter amount of carrot to coleslaw, to cabbage. Here's our onion, okay? I'm gonna open up this onion like this. All right, go ahead and get it peeled. And I've just got a bag down here in my sink is what I'm throwing my trash into. Let's cut it in half. And we're not even gonna use half of it, but I'm gonna grate it also because I don't wanna bite into big chunks of onion, but I want that flavor. So instead of using the bigger side, I'm gonna use the smaller side, which is just like the bigger, but it's, you know, it's just smaller. So we'll go right in here again, just like this. And, you know, I will probably do maybe half of this half. All right, let's go ahead and finish up this coleslaw. I know I want a little sprinkle of, this is the garlic powder. Not a whole lot, okay? And then a little bit of the onion powder. And then we're gonna come in with a little bit of pepper, and I do mean a little bit, okay? That's not even this little thing full. A little bit of pepper. Kind of a back note on the pepper. Okay, and then we'll come in with, you know, nice little amount of salt. A couple of pinches of salt. And then I do know I'm gonna want a little bit of sugar. Just, you know, a little sprinkle. Again, just like a pinch. And then once we come back and taste it, we'll decide from there where we want to go. And then go in with the mayo. And, you know, I can't have measurements for you. This is one, you know, really nice big serving spoon. So I put one full one. Let's go with 2 good full ones. And then we'll set that aside. And go ahead and mix it in. Okay. And I can tell you already, not enough. Okay. You don't want it real soupy. Can you see? Okay, you don't want it real soupy, but you can tell that that's still pretty dry. Okay. Let's go with one more. Maybe 1.5 more. Okay. That's looking better. I may still need to go in with just a little bit more, but that's definitely looking better, okay? You want it creamy, but of course you don't want it too soupy. Yep, that looks good right there. See how that? And you Not sure if you can really see down in there. See how nice and creamy that's starting to look. Okay, that's kind of what you want. All right, guys, here's the bowl I'm going to transfer it into. Just a little bit better presentation. Okay. Oh, that's creamy and just beautiful. Just beautiful. If you are a fan of coleslaw, you will enjoy this one. And it's so easy to make. So, all right, guys, here they are, 45 minutes later, and they are done. They could have come out maybe at 35, because you want them to be an internal temperature of 145, and mine is right at 155, so that's a little over for me anyway. I just want you to see how much juice was down in there. I'm going to pour that juice off, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I put a little barbecue sauce on here. I'm going to put the oven on broil, and then we're going to put them under the broiler for a couple of minutes just to get that barbecue sauce baked down into it. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, here they are. Let's go ahead and get some barbecue sauce on here, and just use whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is. And I'm just going to slather this all over it on both sides. Put it down in the broiler. And we'll be ready for a taste test. And under that broiler, guys, it's only going to be there, like I said, a couple of minutes. All right, guys, here it is. Here it is. I'll tell you what. Come on, take a close-up of that one. There's that rib right there, that country-style rib, glistening with that barbecue sauce. And there's that beautiful coleslaw. Just delicious. I think Mommy would be proud. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give this a try. Come on. Let's give this a try and start with the star. You know it. Let's go right in. Let's see. Right here. Let's see how we did. Oh, the cut's pretty good. The cut is pretty good. Oh, boy. Okay, let's get you a close-up of this. Look at the inside of it. Look at that. Perfectly cooked, nice and juicy. Look at that back there, got that barbecue sauce on it. Go ahead. Guys, when I tell you that flavor is all the way through that meat, try that marinade. Try that marinade. It is fantastic. It doesn't matter what type of meat that is. You go ahead and try that. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Here, come on, try this coleslaw. It's good stuff, right? Tell you what, guys, my intent was to make a little mac and cheese on the side of this. I didn't get to it, and I'm not missing it. I am not. I'm gonna enjoy this one. This is dinner today. All right, guys, if you like this one, come on, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, come on in and join the party. And when you subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time one of these great recipes come up out of Mama Angel's kitchen. I love you guys. Have a great week. And you know it. Stay prayed up. I'll see you in my next video.